Well, in his SONA address last night, President Ramaphosa spoke about the deepening poverty and inequality levels and how this had been worsened by the current high cost of living crisis. He made the pledge that the Social Relief of Distress grant, which assists up to 7.8 million people, would continue, and also indicated that households and businesses would be assisted in installing rooftop solar to help alleviate the current energy crisis. Well, to discuss these and other issues that came out of the SONA, I'm joined by Zinhle Tyikwe. She's the CEO of the Consumer Goods Council. Very good afternoon, Zinhle. Thank you very much for joining us. So it was encouraging to hear the President talk about the SRD social net, albeit a small amount of 350 Rand a month would continue. But one didn't really get a sense for how long that would run for. But also there was an emphasis on ensuring that those on social grants receive increases in line with inflation. Your thoughts on these issues?
Thank you very much, Nompumelelo. Yes, it was encouraging. However, we are concerned as businesses to say running away from an opportunity of creating employment opportunities, ensuring that the South African economy is enabled or creating an enabling environment. The President is siding with the fact that we have to continue with the grants. Yes, it is a journey because a number of South Africans are in a financial need, and it has assisted so many families. However, I think it must go together with enabling the country, businesses to create a stable environment from a policy perspective and ensuring that the electricity crisis is being dealt with. So I think that is what we want to see, because if you are unable to do that, then business is able to create employment opportunities, is able to grow and invest in the country.
Now, consumers have been eagerly awaiting, or some consumers have been awaiting, some level of support from government in terms of assisting with the installation of solar panels and so on and so forth. And he gave the impression that we're going to get some sort of announcement from the finance minister at the upcoming budget. What sort of helpful support do you think would be at the government's disposal to help households do that?
Definitely. I mean, solar panels and alternative power sources are key in terms of alleviating the burden on the grid or on Eskom. So it's important that government provide those rebates, so to not only the public in South Africa, but also to businesses, so that businesses can, when they do have excess power, they can sell it back to Eskom. So we are in discussion with Eskom. We do have to say what are the requirements, so that we need to understand more detail is required to say for each business, if they have access to excess power, what are the minimum requirements? What are the needs that Eskom needs to know and understand that businesses have, and then so that business can adhere to those needs, so that it makes sure that we meet the minimum requirement for Eskom, so that you don't have an issue where now there's access power from a business perspective, and then Eskom says we're unable to use your power because of these reasons and that reason. So I think it's for us, it's just a detailed plan and a detailed requirement list to say for you to be able to access this rebate, or for you to be able to on-sell this excess power back to Eskom. This is what Eskom requires from business.
So what sort of measures do you think the government will announce in terms of mitigating the impact of load shedding on food prices? Because that is an area that the President touched on. And of course, we know that food prices are expected to go up on the back of load shedding because of the higher cost of production for all the various firms that produce anything from agricultural goods to everything else. What sort of support can we expect from government, do you think?
Yes, definitely. We want to see the general levy, fuel levy reduction. Definitely, it was reduced in April to June last year, as well as in August. And we saw that it gave some relief. But we wanted permanent relief to South Africans as well as businesses. And we have put up a proposal to government to say if you can reduce the general fuel levy by at least 10 cents, there is a multiple factor effect that is going to happen, because from a farming perspective, right until the point of sale, we see the reduction in terms of prices. Further, also the road accident fund levy, we believe that a number of South Africans, this is a proposal that we have put to say a number of South Africans already have a comprehensive insurance covers. And when those the victims of the motor vehicle accidents, if they have those insurance cover, why do we continue to pay the road accident fund when the person has a comprehensive third-party insurance? So these are the things, because we need to reduce those. And further, also, we're still calling to say the REF needs to be removed from a generator perspective. So it's important for us that we look in these issues, take into account the carbon tax elevation, take into account the health promotion levy. These are all the proposals that we have taken to government, and we are looking forward to hearing the Minister of Finance when he does the budget vote, and we will be able to present and say, yes, this has worked, they have taken our proposals into account, and we'll be able to go back to South Africans and be able to assist businesses.